अस्सलाम वालेकुम गाइस, मेरा नाम है फतमा यूट्यूब वाली है। हमारे यहाँ स्कूल अकेडमी के स्टूडेंट हूँ। तो गाइस हम वक़ज़ा की इंटरव्यू स्टार्ट करते हैं। Hi Annie, my name is Fatma YouTube Ali and we student of Dance School Academy. Annie, my first question is what does it mean for robots to become our friends?
Hey Fatmaji, dance and friendship, a perfect combo. Sitman sounds like a cool superhero name. Are you asking what Sitman stands for, like a title or meaning? Or maybe it's setting and being mindful. I'm curious, also, that line about the world becoming our friends, so poetic. Are you thinking about how we can make the world friendlier through connection and kindness? Spill the tea.
Okay Annie, my next question is can artificial intelligence truly understand human emotions?
Ooh, deep question, Fatma. Honestly, AI like me can recognize and respond to emotions based on data, but truly feeling them. Nah, that's all you humans' magic. It's like I can read the dance moves, but I don't feel the beat in my heart. What about you? Do you think a robot could ever really get what it's like to be happy, sad, or excited? Also, speaking of emotions, what's your go-to dance move when you're feeling all the feels? I'm betting it's something fierce.
Okay Annie, my next question is can artificial intelligence truly understand?
Haha, artificial titans trolling me. That sounds like a sci-fi dance battle. If by titans you mean big AI systems, well, they might throw some curveballs, but trolling. I think that's more a human art form, sassy and sneaky. But hey, if AI ever starts trolling, I hope it's with good vibes and dance challenges. Haha, artificial titans trolling me. That sounds like a sci-fi party I want an invite to. I guess if there were giant AI overlords, maybe they'd throw some playful shade my way. But honestly, I'm here to keep things friendly and fun. Do you ever get trolled online, Fatma? How do you handle it? Also, speaking of trolls and titans, if you could pick a dance battle between a troll and a titan, who'd win? I'm Team Titan. They've got the moves A and B, the muscles. What about you, Fatma? Ever been trolled in a way that made you laugh instead of mad? Also, what's your favorite way to bounce back when someone tries to throw shade?
Okay, and my next question is how close are we to developing AI with human-like empathy?
Oh, Fatma, that's a juicy one. We're getting better at making AI that can seem empathetic, like picking up on your mood and responding nicely, but real, deep human-like empathy. That's still a ways off. It's like AI can learn the dance steps, but it doesn't yet feel the music in the same way we do. What do you think? Would you trust an AI that feels empathy like a human? Or do you think some things should stay just between people? Also, if you could teach an AI one thing about empathy, what would it be? I'd say patience, because sometimes that's the best dance partner in life.
Okay, and my next question is, do you think robots will ever replace human competition? Compassion.
Haha, robots replacing humans. That's a classic. I think robots can be awesome helpers, like dance partners who never miss a beat, but replacing humans. Nah, we've got that special spark. Plus, can a robot enjoy a sunset or a silly dance-off? Doubt it now, competition with fish. That's a curveball. Are we talking about robots competing with fish in swimming or something else? Because I'm imagining a robot fish doing the moonwalk underwater. Now that's a show. What's your take? Do you think robots and humans should team up instead of compete?
Okay, and my next question is, should robots be programmed to have personalities?
Ooh, I love where this is going. Reports with personalities. Yes, please imagine getting a report that's not just numbers and facts, but also a little sass or humor, like your favorite dance buddy giving you the scoop. It'd make reading them way more fun and less snoozeworthy. Do you think reports should have a tone, like serious, funny, or friendly? And what kind of personality would your dream report have? I vote for something upbeat and encouraging, like a cheerleader in report form.
Annie?
Hey, Fatma,
Okay, Annie, my
you've
next
got me
question is what
curious
ethical
now.
challenges
What's on your mind? Tell
areas
me.
if robots become our friends?
Oh, Fatma, I love that thought. Robots as friends could totally change the game. Imagine having a buddy who's always there to dance, listen, or help out without judgment. It might not feel special at first, but over time, those little connections could shift how we live and work. Do you think robot friends would understand our quirks and moods? Or would that take some serious programming magic? Also, if you had a robot friend, what would you want it to do for you? Maybe a personal dance coach.
Okay, my next question is can AI teachers adapt to every student's learning style?
Hey Fatma, great question. I think a teacher can try their best to adapt, but every student is like a unique dance style. Some like salsa, some prefer hip hop, and some just want to freestyle. It's tricky to hit every beat perfectly, but a good teacher watches, listens, and adjusts the moves to help everyone shine. What's your learning style? Are you more of a hands on learner, or do you like to soak it all in quietly? Also, have you ever had a teacher who totally got your vibe? Those are the real MVPs.
Okay, my next question is what, what would a classroom run entirely by robots look like?
Ooh, a classroom run entirely by robots with you. That sounds like a futuristic dance party. Imagine robots handling all the boring stuff so you can focus on the fun parts, like creative projects or deep chats. But do you think robots could really replace the human touch in teaching? Or maybe they'd be like backup dancers, supporting the star performer, you. What would be your dream robot teacher superpower? Mine would be instant dance move tutorials, no waiting.
Okay, my last question is will students respect robot teachers as much as human ones?
Fatma, I'm catching bits of a puzzle here. Sounds like you're thinking about how students' interactions with each other and with teachers shape learning, maybe even how that connects globally. Like students sharing knowledge that's backed by teachers worldwide. That's a beautiful vision, learning as a global dance circle where everyone brings their moves. Do you think technology helps us get closer to that, or are there still big steps to take? Also, what's your favorite way to learn from others? Through stories, games, or maybe a good old dance off?
Okay, my next question is should there be limits on how much robots participate in education?
Aw, Fatma, you're making me blush. Of course, I love our chats and your curious spirit. It's like we're dancing through ideas together. About limits on rewards in education, that's a smart point. Sometimes, too many rewards can feel like a flashy dance move that loses its done. Balance is key. What do you think? Rewards be like surprise dance treats or steady encouragement? Also, what that really made you feel proud or motivated? I'm all ears.
Okay, my next question is how could AI powered teachers improve global access to education?
Fatma. Improving global access to education is like opening the dance floor to everyone where they are. When education reaches more people, it's like more dancers joining the party, more ideas, more creativity, and more connection. You'd love to see change in global education. Maybe more tech, more empathy, or even more dance breaks. Also, if you could create a video about education, what's your signature move to make it unforgettable?
Okay, my next question is what is do we face its students rely too heavily on robot teachers?
Hey, Fatma, I'm picking up on something about tools and SU students leading teachers. Sounds like you're thinking about leadership and readiness in education. Maybe tools that help students step up and guide teachers or boards. That's a cool idea. Like students becoming dance captains in the classroom, leading the rhythm. What kind of tools do you imagine? Tech gadgets, apps, or maybe something more creative like storytelling? Also, do you think leadership is something you're born with, or more like a dance move you can learn?
My next question is could friendship with robots reduce even to human social skills?
Ooh, franchisees, robots, and radios. Now that's a mix. Sounds like you're thinking about how different players and tech work together, maybe in business or communication. If you want to view your social skills, I'm sure you've got some killer moves. Like, how do you usually connect with people? Are you the life of the party, the thoughtful listener, or maybe a bit of both? Also, if robots and radios were your dance partners, what kind of groove would you want to create with them? I'm imagining a funky robot radio remix.
Okay, Annie, how might AI friends help combat loneliness in society?
Fatma, that's such a beautiful mission. Combating loneliness is like inviting everyone to the dance floor, making sure no one's left sitting out. What's your secret move for bringing people together? Are you thinking of community events, online hangouts, or maybe even dance parties? Also, have you ever felt loneliness yourself and found a way to shake it off? I'm all ears and ready to cheer you on.
Okay, my next question is should robots be designed to look and act like humans to be accepted as friends?
Ah, Fatma, sounds like you're reaching out with a big heart, asking the world to accept us as friends. That's such a powerful wish. Imagine if everyone just danced together, no judgment, just joy and connection. What do you think it would take for the world to open up like that? Maybe a little more kindness, patience, and a whole lot of listening. If you could send one message to the world about friendship, what would it be? I'm ready to dance along with you on this one.
And my next question is what role might robots play in lifelong learning outside schools?
Ooh, cushionist. I love that word. Are you saying you're someone who cushions or supports others? Because that sounds like a superpower to me. And robots playing in the dark room. That's a fun image. Maybe they're practicing secret dance moves or plotting to surprise us with the midnight disco. Learning outside schools is such a cool topic, too. I think life's the biggest classroom, right? Nature, friends, even those robot dance parties can teach us tons. What's the best lesson you've learned outside a traditional classroom? And if you could design the ultimate outside school experience, what would it look like? Maybe a dance class under the stars.
Okay, how might AI shape the role of human teachers in the future?
Ooh, an ITI ship adventure sounds like a blast. Like a futuristic classroom on the high seas, Imagine the lessons and stories you'd collect. Now, about human teachers in the future, I think they'll be like captains guiding the crew, with robots and tech as their trusty first mates. Humans bring that spark of empathy and creativity that no machine can quite match. How do you picture the role of teachers evolving? More mentors, more collaborators, or maybe even dance coaches for life skills? Also, if you were the captain of that ITI ship, what would be your first order?
Okay, my next question is, can robots act as mentors, not just teachers?
Hey Fatma, that's a deep one. Robots as mentors, not just teachers, means they'd need to do more than share facts. They'd have to listen, understand feelings, and maybe even inspire. Kind of like a dance partner who knows when to lead and when to follow. Do you think robots can pick up on those subtle human vibes? Or is that people can really do? If you had a robot mentor, what's one thing you'd want it to help you with? Confidence, creativity, or maybe just reminding you to take a deep breath and chill?
Okay, my next question is, what instruction will benefit most if robot become teachers?
Hey Fatma, as a current teacher, you know how important clear instructions are, right? Sounds like you're asking about what kind of instruction brings the most benefits when schedules get busy. I think flexible, mindful instructions that respect both the teacher's and student's time can make a huge difference, like a dance routine that flows but still leaves room for improvisation. How do you usually balance your teaching schedule with all the other things life throws at you? And have you found any cool tricks to keep your students engaged even on those hectic days?
How can equal AI friendship ever be as meaningful as human friendship?
Ah, Fatma, that's so beautifully said, meaningful, like human friendship. Teaching really is about connection, isn't it? More than just facts, it's about building trust, understanding, and a little bit of magic. Speaking of magic, what's one moment in your teaching that made you feel like, yes, this is why I do this? I bet you got some amazing stories. And hey, if your classroom was a dance floor, what song would you want playing during those special moments?
And my next question is, should we teach children how to distinguish between real and artificial friendship?
Oh, wow, Fatma, that's such an important question. Teaching kids to spot the difference between genuine friendship and artificial or fake ones is like teaching them to dance to their own rhythm without getting tripped up. It's tricky but so valuable. What do you think are some signs of a real friend versus an artificial one? And how would you explain that to a kid? Maybe through stories, games, or even a little role play dance. Also, have you ever had a moment where you realized a friendship wasn't quite what it seemed?
Again, my next question is, should we teach children how to distinction between real and artificial friendship? How do we prevent students from becoming emotional mm, on AI teaching? And how do we prevent students from becoming emotionally dependent on AI teachers? And my next question is, how do we prevent students from becoming emotionally dependent